Afternoon. It's an honor and a privilege to welcome you all to the college third convocation and for postgraduate students and the first for undergraduate students. It's a matter of pride to be here in this august gathering for sharing my views in the gracious presence of one of the finest scientific minds of our era, our chief guest, Padma Shri Dr. Raghunath Anant Mashelkar. Our guest of honor, Dr. D.R. More, eminent educationist, Mr. Patil, the Chairman of Governing Council, our esteemed associate, Dr. Ravindran, our Director, Dr. Sushma Kulkarni, the Board of Governors, esteemed members of Academic Council of this institute, the President, the Trustees and Secretary of KE Society, University officials, industrialists, all office bearers of the Rajaram Babu Group of Industries, the leaders in education in the vicinity, the Director, Deans and Professors of this institute, and of course the young graduates and postgraduates in technology and management, along with their parents. We have had the honor of listening to the interacting with Dr. Mashelkar a few years back. Since then it has been my dream to have him address the young graduates on the threshold of their careers, as he has the wisdom of vast experience, as also the sensitivity to fathom the confused exuberance of graduates who will soon be stepping out into the working arena. Dr. Mashelkar is as well known for his administrative skills as well as for his scientific prowess. He has single-handedly turned around the fortunes of CSIR and transformed it into the premier research institute that it is today. He has initiated a nationwide campaign to create an enterprise culture that brings science and industry together to benefit the country. His achievements in science and research and intellectual property rights issues have won him global recognition. His pivotal role in shaping the direction of science and technology in India has won him several prestigious honors. In 1998, he was elected Fellow of Royal Society of Great Britain, only the third engineer in India who is engineering scientist to receive this top honor in 350 years from Royal Society. And he is the first and the only Maharashtrian who has received this top honor. In 1998, he also received JRD Tata Corporate Leadership Award, an award normally reserved for Indian corporates. He is known to have fought and revoked the wrongful patents given by the US to turmeric and basmati rice based on Indian traditional knowledge. I wish to draw your attention to a little known fact about Dr. Mashelkar. His mother who was poor, widowed and uneducated, overcame numerous hurdles as she brought him up single-handedly with great courage and dignity in Mumbai. He has lived up to all her expectations and has honored her sacrifices and immortalized her name by instituting the Anjani Mashelkar Inclusive Innovation Award, as she always expressed concern for the underprivileged people around her and wanted her son to do something about it. I salute Dr. Mashelkar for the wonderful gesture through which he shows love and respect for his mother. Dr. Mashelkar has been quoted as saying that inclusive innovation should solve the problems that need to be solved as opposed to those that can be solved. This is a masterful statement indeed. The scientific mind often follows the action-reaction module, while the need of the hour is often focusing on the end result that is needed and working out a way to get there. Many a time, life-changing inventions have been driven by sheer need. Out-of-the-box thinking has often resulted in great innovation. You may be wondering why I am stressing so much on this aspect when there is so much to say about doctor. Well, first and foremost, I am a fellow worshipper, as I too deeply respect and love my mother. And secondly, I want at least a few of you to step off the beaten track and achieve something groundbreaking, which will be an innovation which will benefit the disadvantaged sections of our society in order to include them in our mainstream. Today, all the graduates and postgraduates will have received their degrees at the hands of a person whose achievements should be the North Star for each of you to follow. You certainly are a privileged class. This education society, Kasegao Education Society, was the brainchild of late Shri Rajaram Bapu Patil, a rare visionary and a person who understood the true meaning of social responsibility. I am sure he must be looking down with satisfaction at the giant strides this society has taken in the last few decades. I must mention that today our education society is making education available across a wide spectrum. We have 3 schools in the tribal belt of Thane district to cater to educational needs of tribal children, and we also have an international baccalaureate school in Mumbai. We can proudly state that we provide excellent educational facilities with equal and dedication to a cross-section of society from the poorest to the affluent across the state of Maharashtra. On this momentous occasion, it is my responsibility to remember the founders of this education society and this institute, past principals and professors, all of whom are not amongst us today, but have put in their fullest efforts in establishing this educational society and in nurturing this institute. In precisely 3 decades, an engineering college established here with many apprehensions is celebrating the 3rd graduation ceremony of its 10 PG programs in technology and a PG program in management in the status of an autonomous institute and first undergraduate graduation program. I take this opportunity to congratulate the faculty and the graduates of this institute on this 2nd milestone in the history of institute. Napoleon had said, patience, persistence and perseverance make an unbeatable combination for success. And when I look back, I realize the vital truth of this statement. Today's generation by and large gives all the 3 P's a wide berth. They have become hooked on to technology and electronic gadgets and often forget that God has given us the master computer at birth, our brain. I find youngsters often consulting Google instead of researching in the library. That's unfortunate, as when one researches a particular topic, one often finds several nuggets of knowledge which may not be immediately relevant, but which certainly add to your knowledge bank. I have always said, read classic literature, biographies, travelogues. Every page of a great book is a storehouse of man's best and noblest thoughts. In a library, you meet all the mighty minds of the whole world. There is inspiration and motivation. There is knowledge and entertainment, experience and exhilaration of reading. As you graduates enter the work arena, you will realize that there is challenge at your every corner. You must have a high threshold for frustration, because I assure you, good things don't normally happen easily. You must knock on doors until your knuckles bleed. Doors will slam in your face. you must pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and knock again. It's the only way to achieve your goals in life. Take action. Every story you have ever connected with, every leader you have ever admired, every puny little thing that you have ever accomplished is the result of taking action. You have a choice. You can either be a passive victim of circumstances, or you can be the active hero of your own life. I am not here to preach, as I don't think I have done everything perfectly. But my years on this earth have definitely taught me that to succeed in life, we must first identify our goal. Ideally, it should be a good goal. And in trying to achieve it, one must have good company. Let me explain the person you are most of the time with, which is yourself. So first, like yourself, because otherwise you will always be in company with someone you don't like, and that's no good. Once that is done, you will feel more confident and focused. Work towards your ambitions, create opportunities where there are none. In the business world, you get paid in 2 coins, cash and experience. Take the experience first, the cash will soon follow. Learn from every failure and stay humble in success. If you ever have an option to either be right or kind, choose right, choose kind. Life isn't a race, because in a race there is only one winner. In real life, sometimes even a loser can actually be a winner if he learns the lesson which running the race has taught him. The student who graduates today and stop learning tomorrow will be uneducated the day after. So always remember, learning is an ongoing process throughout one's life. Keep in mind that success doesn't always mean a fat bank balance or a luxury car. True success is measured by how peacefully you sleep every night. It's measured by the smiles you bring to the faces of the less fortunate, by the humanity you have managed to preserve in this rat race that life has lately become. And finally, remember the past, live in the present and look forward to the future. But keep this always in mind, that your future doesn't lie ahead of you waiting to happen. It is inside you waiting to be discovered. I am confident that you will make all of us at RIT and your parents proud of you. My best wishes to all of you. I would also like to congratulate the parents who I am sure have sacrificed much of their time, energy and money in making this day a reality for their children. I am sure our graduates will live up to your expectation. I am making this promise on your behalf, so please don't let me down. Thank you.